the software engineering concepts. Okay. Now let's do the software testing basics. Alright. Clear everybody? I will send this list. Even then you make a note of it if you want and then stick it somewhere in your room so that you have a track of it. Alright. Okay. So let's try to understand the basics of the software testing now. Okay. So we will see what is the meaning of the quality, software testing definition, why testing is done, and then the role of the tester. Okay. So basically, we know that who is going to do the system testing? It is the QA, right? We have the unit testing, integration, system testing, right? System testing will be done by whom? By the QA. Let's define the quality. You must be knowing the quality meaning and you can have a different perspectives about the quality, right? When you buy any product, any service, you think about the quality there, right? Basically, it should have no side effects. It should be able to, do the purpose for which it is bought. It should have no errors, no defects in it, right? So these are some expectations that you have from the quality. Highly efficient, okay? Some of the, quality features which are dependent on the different products or the services that you buy, okay? So here, with reference to the software, quality can be defined in terms of the number of defects found for both functional and non-functional requirements. Non-functional or in terms of characteristics means the reliability, okay, usability, efficiency, maintainability, and the portability. Okay. Reliability means, let's say you are using the software, it should not give you some wrong output. Okay, let's say we have a tax calculator. What if it gives you the wrong output? What happens? You end up paying a wrong tax there, okay, which could be less or could be more, and then you'll be ending up with a penalty there, right? Let's say you have a software of your, this AT&T. What if it displays the wrong information? It will, display the wrong amount. Let's say you are supposed to pay $200. It is showing $250. What happens? You end up paying more money there. Or if you pay less, what happens? Next month, you get the penalty there, right? So that is called as a reliability. Whatever information or, whatever output you see on your application or the software, it should be the correct one, reliable one, okay? Usability. It should be user friendly. Now the moment you open AT&T, what is the first thing that you want? You want to log in into your account. That is a purpose, right? Why you have to open the, AT&T.com? It is because you want to log in into your account. And your login, if you open here on the home page, the login is right here in the corner. Okay. But let's say if it is, hidden somewhere, here somewhere in the bottom, okay, or somewhere in the top corner, which, you take long time to search it. Do you think it is a user-friendly application? No, it is not user-friendly. User-friendly means the quickly accessible functionalities should be appearing on the screen right away for the user. Okay, the commonly or the most frequently used functionalities should be very quickly accessible to the user. Then we call it as a user-friendly application. And it should not have too many confusing steps. Right? It should be straightforward. Enter username, password, you are into your account. Okay. Let's say if it starts asking all your security questions, okay, so many other questions it starts asking you before logging in. You will be really bugged in order to use that kind of system. Correct? So user friendly means any common user, okay, a person with a non-technical background also should be able to use it. Okay. Efficiency, it should be fast. If you take the computers of 1980s, okay, that time when, 1980s and 1990s, when the internet was just launched, okay, we used to, open the application or let's say some login. It used to take some 5-10 minutes for you to, open the page, right? So now we have no that much of time, to wait for it. It should be, working at high speed, efficient, quickly. It should open the page for you just in few seconds. Okay. Maintainability. Now the software should not, be very reactive. You do some small mistake, your entire application crashes. How sad it is, right? There should be some recovery system for it. Let's say you buy a new car and frequently you have to take it to the service center for one or the other reason. Would you like that kind of car? No. You want the less maintenance car, right? Similarly, the software, okay? It should not be very reactive that every time you do some small mistake, it crashes, you got to reopen, restart everything. No, that should not happen. You should have some, like back button. You can go to the previous page so that you can avoid whatever you have done on a current page, okay? Or you should be able to refresh the screen if you want to again re-enter the details. So this kind of small functionalities can increase the maintainability of your software. It should not crash like that. And let's say you restart your computer, again it should, come back to its original status. So that is called as the maintainability. Okay. Portability. Now whether you use it on your computer which has Windows Vista, XP, 7, it should be able to work on all of them. Mac computer, any computer you take, any operating system you take, with, the minimum configuration, your software should be able to work. That is called as portability. Means within the different environment, it should be able to work. Okay. That is the portability. Let's consider your AT&T. It opens only on the Internet Explorer, not on Mozilla Firefox. Would you like that? You don't like it. Any browser, it should open. Okay. So this is called as the portability. Then what is the meaning of testing? This one we discussed in the demo session, but I would like to repeat it again. Testing is nothing but execution of the software to identify the defects. Okay. So what is testing? You got to execute the software in order to identify the defects and verify the compliance with the client requirement, whether all the client requirements have been met or not. Okay, let's say you take a laptop. Everything is working fine. Okay, but there are no functional keys there. Will your requirement be served? No. Okay, you have your keyboard, you have your monitor, okay, all the slots are there, your USB slots, everything is there. But the functional keys are not there. Okay, everything is working correctly, but something is missing there. So would you be able to accept such kind of a laptop? No. You want a laptop which is going to fulfill all your requirements. Then only we say that you have a correct and a quality device. Okay. So testing, we are also going to check whether all the requirements of the client have been met or not. This forms the complete definition of the testing process. Now, why is testing done? Why it is done? To measure the quality of the software, improve the quality of the software, reduces the overall risk in the system. What kind of risk? Risk of failure. Okay, if you're doing the testing properly, you're not only avoiding the failure, you are also reducing the risk of failure. Okay, there will be less chances of your system getting failed, right? And obviously quality measure is done and quality of the software is also improved by doing the testing. Then we have the role of tester. So what is the role of tester in this testing process? Now we will come to your role. Okay, what you are supposed to do here. Okay, you should understand the requirements. Who gives you the requirements? The clients. Means to the business analyst, and through him you get the requirements. You should understand them first clearly. What are the functionalities? What are the expectations of the client? Okay, what are the requirements that are related to the performance, security related requirements? So understand all the requirements first. Okay, then implement the test cases or individual test. You should create a very detailed plan. which step is to be executed. Okay, everything in detail. Which step should come next, everything in detail you have to mention. Then you have setting up, executing the test. Okay, you should start the execution of the test. Means clicking on the different buttons, clicking on the different links, entering the data. That is the execution that you do. Log the outcomes. Whatever output you see, you should log them, because any activity that you do in the project should get documented. Okay, any small activity. Even you click on a button in the software, it should go into the document immediately. Okay. Analyze the results and then finally report if there are any defects or bugs. So these are roles of the tester. We will again come back to these in detail during the manual testing, because you are supposed to perform all these activities in the real time. Okay. Especially this part. Okay, from here to here. Right, reporting of the bugs and all these. So about 70 to 80% of your project you will be involved in all these things. Preparation of the test cases, execution, reporting the defects. These three things you will be involved for about 70 to 80% of your project. Okay, every day that is your activity. Then there are different types of software. Web-based, Windows-based. Web-based applications means these are visible over the internet or accessible over the internet. Now, I think you have some antivirus on your computer. Can I access it from here? From my computer, I want to access the antivirus that is installed on your computer. Can I do that? Yes or no? Can I borrow it? No, I cannot. Okay, because it is only on your computer. So such kind of application we call them as Windows-based application, which cannot be accessed over the internet. But what about AT&T? AT&T website, it has been hosted on the server of AT&T company, but I am able to access it from my computer when I get connected to the internet. Such applications are called as web-based application. Okay. Fine. So these were some of the basics, but the basics are not over. The one last thing that I want to discuss is, the different stages of testing. Okay. Are you tired for today? Shall we discuss the static testing and then we will close? Okay. Thank you, Fabi. What about others? We will just discuss the static testing, and that is what we have covered in the regular session. After that we will close. Okay. And the dynamic testing, I think everybody attended it on the Friday, correct? Okay. Yeah, I can understand this is your weekend. But for me, I don't get tired, okay? 24/7 you give me this, work, I'll do it. Okay, sure, Fabi, I will show it. But I will send these documents to you. In fact, I have sent them already, okay? So you need not write anything. But you can see it once, okay? I sent an email, but I forgot to put the subject for that, okay? So I sent one mail today. It has all the materials. You please download it. If you have any problem in downloading, you call me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. or just reply to that email that you are unable to access it. I will help you. And please don't forget to enter your phone numbers, okay, when you reply. So that, I can call you and then help you, okay? Okay. So we have the different levels of testing: static, dynamic. Okay. Dynamic testing, you all know. The unit testing, integration and system testing, UAT, that we discussed, that itself is a dynamic testing. Okay. The same things are repeated here, So I will discuss the static testing in detail, and then you can go through this dynamic testing. I will give a brief introduction about it. Okay. And these are the types of testing which you already started attending the session from the Friday. Okay. So let's see what is the static testing. Now your business analyst, he collects the documents or requirements from the client. Correct? And then based on that we prepare the design. Based on the design, development is done, and then the testing is done. This was the sequence that we discussed. But why should we wait till there is a defect in the software? Test the software, find the defects, yes, that is our work. I agree. But why wait until the defects are getting introduced into the software? Can we not filter them before it? We can do that. Okay. The moment the requirement documents arrive, means the business analyst has prepared the requirement documents, take those documents and review them if he has made some mistakes. Otherwise what happens? Business analyst makes a mistake and your designer will refer to that. He will make the mistakes in the design. Your developer refers to that design document. Okay. Then he makes a mistake. Finally, there is a defect in the software. Are you getting? Yes? Okay. So can we avoid it? Yes, we can do it. On the day when the requirements arrive, make sure you take those documents, review those documents, and find the mistakes that are done by your business analyst. Okay, not that testers are very much intelligent than the business analyst, not like that. But maybe the mistakes that I make are not visible to me. But when you look at it from your perspective, they become visible. Can that happen? Yes. No doubt I'm very experienced person, but still, okay, from my perspective, when I look, I feel, okay, everything is there, everything is correct, I have included. But when the other person sees it, then only, he looks it from different perspective. Okay, he can identify some errors there. Similarly, take the documents prepared by the business analyst, review them, go through them, find the errors that he has committed, report them as the issues, okay, and he will fix it. Or let's say he has forgotten to take some information, or he has missed some information because he feels it is not important, right? So you can make note of such issues and then report them so that all the errors are removed from the requirement document. Okay, and then the designer takes these documents and then he prepares the design. So there are less number of errors now in the design. There may be some errors in the design which a designer or an architect can make. Again, you take the design documents, go through it, try to identify what are the errors and report them to the designer. So at every step you are eliminating the errors. We have not yet come to the defects, but we are trying to eliminate the errors in the documents. Okay. Even the code can be reviewed. You might be thinking, first of all, we do not know what is a program. How will we review the code and find the errors there? Correct? I mean, you need not go through it thoroughly. If you have a development experience, good. You can go through it and you can understand. Otherwise, you will be sitting along with your developer and just check. Okay, ask him. This was a specification. Did you implement it? Okay, these were the set of requirements. Is it done? So have some checklist with you and try to talk to him while he's developing. Okay, and ask him whether this is a flow. Did you implement this flow accordingly? So try to sit with the developer, discuss with him and help him to find the errors. So this will avoid the defects to the larger extent. Okay. So in the static testing, basically we try to review the code manually or the documents to find the errors. It could be the requirement specification, design specification, code, test plan, test specification, test cases, test script, user guides, web pages, whatever. What all documents you have, review all of them. Okay. So basically static testing techniques will help us to find the causes of the failures and to avoid the defects. Then static testing. what are the benefits? Early defect detection and correction, development productivity, improvement, reduced development time scales, reduced testing cost and time, lifetime cost reductions, fewer defects, improved communication, detect the omissions. These are the benefits. Okay. You can find the defects earlier. In the early phases of the life cycle. Development will be productive. Lot of improvements can be done. And the time that is taken to, develop the software is lesser, because less number of defects means there is less number of modifications in the software. Okay. So less time. Obviously this will, save your time, cost, effort, everything. Fine. And omissions means anything that have been missed can also be identified here. There are three types of static testing. Informal process. Okay. Let's say we have some testers here. We will, make a team of testers. So we will consider Febi, Dhruvita, okay, Sarita. So these three are testers. Okay. Now what they do is, in the informal testing, they simply take the documents of their choice. Okay, Febi is much comfortable with the requirement document. She understands it well. She takes the requirement documents and she reviews them. Dhruvita, she can understand the design documents. She likes them. She takes it and she, finds the errors. Sarita has some, development experience. So she takes all the code related documents. She reviews them. Okay. So they can pick any documents that they want and they can review them. Nobody is going to ask, what did you review? Give me the report. Any issues you identified. Okay. Nobody is going to ask the update from you. And the success of this kind of informal static testing will depend on how serious these people are. Let's say, Dhruvita is not very serious about this testing. She is telling since 2 days, okay, I'm doing the static testing, I'm reviewing the document. But she is not, very, very serious about it. She is a bit negligent, right? Dhruvita, don't mind, okay, just I'm giving an example. She's trying to take the testing process very easy. Okay, Sarita is, very much devoted. She is very interested in doing the static testing. So she does a very good testing, finds lot of errors and then reports them, right? But here nobody is going to, appreciate Sarita. Neither anybody is going to blame Dhruvita. Okay, that is the informal testing. No monitoring, no control. You do it as per your own wish and will. Okay, like you want. Nobody will monitor you. Neither anybody will ask you update. Okay. Okay, there is no team leader. Okay, Febi team lead will be there, but he will not take any updates from you. Okay, he will not ask what you are doing. Okay, if you want, you can submit the report, but he is not going to, very closely monitor and strictly keep the track of all the activities. The main purpose of doing this is a very inexpensive way of doing the testing, wherein if done efficiently, you can identify a lot of issues here. Next process is the inspection. Okay, inspection is very formal. Here the team lead will act as a moderator. Okay, so the team lead is going to assign the different tasks for these people. Okay, he is going to give different documents to these people. Okay, he will be assigning the roles. Okay, and then he will give them the checklist. He will give them the set of rules that they are supposed to follow. Okay, and then he will give them some time in order to review the documents that are given to them. And then he will conduct one review meeting wherein all these people have to meet with the preparation. Okay, they should identify the issues in the documents that are provided to them and they should come to the meeting with the preparation. Okay, and in the meeting, that is review meeting, the discussions will be done. What are the issues identified? What could be the possible solutions for it? All the discussions will be done during the meeting. And this discussions that are done in the meeting are recorded by a person called as recorder, or this person is also called as scribe. Both are same things. Okay. So a scribe or a recorder is going to record all the happenings of this meeting. What were the issues identified? What were the conclusions, solutions? What are the ones that are open and to be followed up? What is the success rate of this? Everything. Sorry, I mean whatever has happened in this meeting is recorded. Okay. And then during the meeting, issues are identified. We try to arrive at the solutions. But there could be some more issues that are left for which we are unable to find the solution. We need the help of a business analyst or our client. So we will keep them as open. But we will make sure we discuss with the business analyst or get the information from the client. We follow up with these issues and we try to close them. Okay. So this is what a formal process. And at the end of the formal process or the inspection process, everybody should submit the report. Febi should, give a report what she did. Dhruvita has to give the report. Sarita has to give the report. Okay. So everybody is supposed to give the report of what they have done. Okay. This is the inspection process wherein it is, very closely monitored by the trained moderator or a team lead. Okay. So the main purpose of doing this is to find the defects. Then we have the last process, that is the walkthrough. Let's say we have some new team members, new testers who are going to join our team. Okay. Who are the new testers? Okay. Let's say Jayanti and Lakshmi. Okay. Jayanti and Lakshmi are the new testers who are going to join our team. Okay. So when they have to join our team, okay, they are new to the project. No doubt, they are very good testers, but they don't know anything about our project. We should tell them, okay, see, this is our client. These are the objectives and the requirements of the client. These are the functionalities to be implemented. These are the steps to execute the functionality. We should give them the details about the project so that they can start with the testing process. This is nothing but the walkthrough. Introducing the testers with the project or providing them the understanding about the project is nothing but the walkthrough process. Okay. It is done for the new testers or even these people. Okay. Febi, Dhruvita and Sarita will have received this walkthrough from the team lead before the project started. When the project was new, even these people will have, received the walkthrough. Okay. So it is just to, provide the understanding about the project. And usually these kinds of meetings are led by the author. Author means the person who has prepared that document. Let's say requirement document walkthrough means it will be prepared by the BA. So BA will come and, explain about the document. Okay. So these are open-ended sessions. Open-ended means we can have a discussion, not like, one-to-one. The author will read and others will understand, not like that. If you have any questions, you can ask him. Okay, an open-ended session or a discussion kind of thing. All right. Yes, Rushali, just 2 minutes. Okay, and we are done. Then we have dynamic testing wherein the code is executed. Okay, means we take the software and we execute the code. Right, means we test the software here. Till now what we did, only the documents were tested. Okay, but now we test the application. Okay, we need to test the software. So that is nothing but your dynamic testing. The code is executed, you enter different kinds of inputs and check the output. So here we have the unit testing, integration, system and UAT as a part of dynamic testing to be done, which we discussed. Okay, so this is what we had discussed. And from white box and black box, that is the types of testing you attended from the Friday. Okay, So now we are done with our